howling for you.
Welcome everybody to another edition of WolfcastTV. I'm your host Dario.
And I'm your other host Chris, or your co-host.
Co-hosting,
yes. New title.
Well, see, things are a little because I was going to say happy belated, but it's not necessarily belated. So for me, it's happy belated Easter, but for you,
happy upcoming Easter.
So
this weekend
we're between Easters, and what does Easter mean in rugby league?
More games?
More games!
More games!
And in our case here, it was a phenomenal weekend for the Wolfpack. I'm getting all giddy. Wish I had like something for wave and flag.
Yay, Wolfpack!
You know, because...
Can't you edit in flags?
I don't know. Maybe I could. Did you smell that? Do you remember what that smell is?
Victory?
First place, baby! Wolfpack are in first place!
That had not only to do with Toronto, though. It had a little bit to do... a fair bit to do with London.
Well, London losing.
Twice.
Yes.
Both games. Both important games.
So we'll just quickly, they lost to Toulouse on the Friday. And
London, not Toronto.
Yes.
London.
And they lost, London lost to Lee. Good old friends Lee. Way to go, Lee!
You mean the junior Toronto? The old Toronto
The old
team?
Toronto team. On
Let
Monday.
it go.
So that's good. But let's get to the Wolfpack themselves. Their first game Friday was against the Featherstone Rovers. You know what? They wound up winning 24-16.
Yeah.
But like over the last couple of weeks, these games have been incredible to watch.
This was another mud bowl.
Another mud bowl, but very entertaining, exciting from start to finish.
Penalties. And penalties are, I guess, not so much in regards to sin bin, because that's what I think of when I think of penalties as a hockey
Mad country.
Yep. Penalties just calls against or calls for. I think there was 30 plus. Not more.
It was a little.
It was a high number, more than usual for a rugby match.
Sure.
Entertaining game.
Very much so. A little scary.
Toronto brought the defense.
Well,
and the offense.
We'll talk about defense in a second later on. But yeah, they went a little bit different from Toronto perspective in the sense that they came out strong in the first half. Usually, they've been coming back from behind, and even last year, they would get off to a bit of a slow start and then just pummel people.
And then have 60 points, 50 points,
by
70 points.
Yeah. But the last two games against Toulouse and then Featherstone, you're great. Off to a phenomenal start in the first half.
Do you think it's maybe because they realized they're in a different level of league? A little more. Now, also I think they've had a couple of weeks now with the new players, and there were no new signings for these games. So the teams have become used to playing as the team.
But they had, over this weekend, 10 players with injuries. So you're still looking at a situation where people are still coming in, coming out, coming in.
Yeah, I'm from the C League. Oh, really? I'm from the F League. Like,
just to get time playing with each other. But the final was
to know where they're going to be on the pitch.
24-16. And then Monday against Toulouse, which is a phenomenal team. They hang on by the skin of their teeth to wind up winning 24-22.
You said earlier, before this, that if the game had been 5 more minutes, and I said if it had been even less, it might not have ended up that way. I know at one point you could hear Brian Noble and the other announcer saying, "We're going to turn you into an optimist." He's like, "No, it's not over until the fat lady sings," or whatever the equivalent British expression is. You're not a lady. Or whatever the equivalent British expression is. And it's like, we'll make you into an optimist. And it's like, and I'm watching them, they're just screwing around, and then you're like, they scored. And you get a little more nervous, and you're like, okay, that clock, I know the one on the TV is not reflecting accurately, but it has to end now.
Oh no, that's really scary.
Yeah.
And thank you, Liam Kay, for that game-saving tackle as it's coming out against Toulouse there.
And the pass that Brierley?
Brierley, the first
lob.
I was looking at it, oh my god, that's going to get intercepted. And went, no. He sailed
Luckily,
over.
they don't have a CN Tower player.
Yes. Corey Passer was on the other team and would have definitely got that and ran the other way. But no, stellar performances across the field. Like I said, very happy in terms of gutting out wins against in two environments that have been very difficult to win. Just to give you an idea, the 16 points that the Wolfpack allowed against Featherstone, Featherstone have averaged over 40 points the rest of the season.
So they earned those 16.
So the 16
defended
very well. And Toulouse is also a powerhouse. Now, again, speaking about the Wolfpack's defense here, they now have averaged allowing only 16.6 points in the league. And that's
for the season.
For the season. And that's the best. There's a couple of teams like Halifax and Dewsbury that have less points scored, but they also played less games. But the next closest is Toulouse, that allows 17.1, and everybody else has allowed 18 points or more. So again, it's their defense that's doing it. Offensively, you can understand that they're not gelling as well. I mean, they keep throwing in lineups. So, on this one here, Ross Thorne came back, and he was able to score a couple of tries. John Pono came back as well. He had, I think, one in each game. So they're doing it from everywhere. It really has been a team effort.
You know what? In spite of, like we've said, they don't have much of an opportunity to play as a particular team because all the injuries, the substitutions, the new signings for the last little while. They're coming together. I hate to sound like cliche, but they're coming together, and I'm enjoying it.
No, it's been great. I mean, we can get, if we want to, get nitpicky and talk about penalties again, or we can say, you know what,
all part of the game.
You know, if we want to, do our impersonation of David Argyle, the owner, and really be nitpicky and say, hey, you got to tighten things up in those last 10 minutes of the game. Come on, you gave up 4 tries across both of them. You made all the fans nervous here. You're like, come on, get with it, everybody.
We want a bigger margin of victory.
The games have been phenomenal. But yes, we want a bigger margin of victory. We want to go start the second half already laying back in there drinking a beer saying, yeah, we've got this.
I can't deal with the stress. I'll pull out my hair and end up,
Like what?
Nothing. Sorry. Yeah.
No, but talking about gelling, getting together is... there was one sad point about the weekend they were bringing up. So everything is fine. Robin Kaz, I hear that you're doing well. So there's a little bit of an incident there. But so I just, to our UK fans out there, and more importantly to the UK fans that don't support Toronto Wolfpack, get a little closer. It's not a threat. It's not a promise. But us Wolfpack people, we stick together. We are a pack.
Whether we're here or there.
Don't touch with us. Don't mess with us. And like I said, if you want to boo us, go right ahead. We enjoy when you boo our team. It doesn't bother us. But when you have to physically hit someone, a woman,
anybody,
when you have to rip a flag, like, come on. And to all you Toronto Wolfpack fans out there that we can't wait, this person being one of them, can't wait to have our first home game at Lamport Stadium. We know we're going to have visitors over there. Let's show them the respect that they deserve. They traveled all this way.
You know what? And to be fair, during the game, aside from going and hitting a fan, all bets are off. You'll be yelling and screaming, and taunting, as we learn the vernacular.
All good fun. But come on.
And then at the end of it, you'll be damn sure I'll be one of the people with those opposing fans at the beer garden.
At the beer garden having a beer. And that's the way it should be.
Saying no harm, no foul.
And one of the things, thank you to the people that on Twitter, that the picture on the Toulouse, you want to talk about atmosphere. Around the stadium there, we saw people having barbecues and drinking, phenomenal tailgating kind of thing. You know what? Excellent. Love that. Toulouse Olympique, fantastic. 2 thumbs up to you. Sorry that we had to beat you, but that it's part of the game. But we can't wait to meet you in Magic Weekend.
Yep.
We're going to meet them. And on top of that, both of us going to go to Super League next year to watch. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now.
All right. I don't want to disagree with the result, but I'll reserve opinion.
Yeah, now you're going to blame me.
However, absolutely,
right?
yes. Damn right.
No, I'm going to. No, like I said, it was such a wonderful statement for rugby league in general. And I still, it kills me that there's not enough coverage of Championship League.
Agreed. No question. I'm not a big fan of the CBC's broadcast and the way they still have not posted some of the games, including Featherstone, although they have some others. Now, I will like to bring up one last thing kind of before we finish this off. And I noticed this when I was rewatching, because yes, I do rewatch the games. Brierley.
He misses so much. What? Huh?
Yeah, you know, I can look back at the video and see what you said. Brierley,
36 goals.
number 7,
this season.
Ryan. He's putting on a little bit of weight. No, he's not like getting fat.
No, he's not putting on weight. No,
He's bulking up a little bit.
Bulking up, yeah.
And you know, it's tough to see with the comparison because he's out there kicking. He looks bigger than the ball. I'm like, that's not helpful. But you look at him, he's, you know, you got to remember, he, like, when I said this last year with Quinn, when Quinn fills out, because he's, you know, like 11 years old or whatever the hell he is.
You say 12.
Sorry,
12 at least.
Well, he's a teenager, he's 13.
Well played, Ryan Brierley.
Ryan's young as well. Quinn, I think, is the youngest, but Ryan's 20-somethings, whatever he is. And you see him, he's walking up. He doesn't look like the skinny, nerdy kid on the team anymore that, you know, somebody's sympathy picked. Let's let the geek play.
I remember...
don't mean it badly.
one of the first articles I'd written about the Toronto Wolfpack, and I think I quoted saying that Ryan Brierley had a boyish charm to him, right? With his boyish face, yeah. And he's after one of the games. He goes, "Yeah, you wrote that, made me laugh." Right? I can't say that about him anymore. He's a man now.
See, now I think he was nice about that when he said it because you probably intimidated him. Now you got to be careful what you say.
Yeah, he's gonna kick me like the ball, right?
Yeah. Hey, if you get points for us, take your shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think their next match is.
Sunday, I believe it's Sunday this time.
Oh, a normal day.
Yes, a normal day, not a Friday or Monday.
Yep.
And it should be against the Batley Bulldogs, who are in the middle of the pack. So it should be game. Everybody's getting close to that halfway through the season,
and that's still an away game.
Still,
yes, I'm going to bring it up every time.
Oh, we are getting closer.
May. I could say now it's next month.
Next month, yes.
3 days into
get your drinking hands ready and get your liver ready and come out and have a party. But until then, Batley on Sunday.
Sounds good. Good luck to the team then.
Good luck, Wolfpack. First place, Wolfpack.
That's all, folks.